Hello, this is Koshi George here again, and yesterday I posted my first video about the harassment that our teenage daughter faced from our neighbor who happens to be an attorney in Santa Clara County. Today I want to talk to you about what he did on the 30th of November of the year 2020, and we had a knock on our front door, and it was our neighbor. I opened the door and he stood there and started abusing me with the foulest of words. And this was around 10 a.m. in the morning. And he said, I'm going to make sure that you will lose your CPA license. I'll make sure that you're only fit for mowing lawns. I'll make sure that you're only fit for flipping hamburgers. And then I'll throw you in jail. Okay, my daughter was standing beside me. And he was very abusive. And I was surprised. I was making breakfast for my daughter. She was online schooling those days. Remember, this is COVID time. And I did not want her to hear all these foul words. So I closed the door and then I went on to make breakfast and then let her continue with her studies. And then I went up to my home office to continue to work. I had a text message from him. I had an email from him and an email from contractors who were working in our backyard. We had, as I mentioned, we had 2 palm trees that were problematic trees that needed to be removed for medical reasons. We had medical letters. We later on even obtained permission to take those trees down because during COVID time, the city was not working. We tried to get permission, but we could not. But we needed the trees taken away because of roof rats and also how it is affecting my wife's health because of pollen and other things. We had a whole bunch of trees that were kind of creating a problem. And he chased away our contractors. There were 9 or 10 of those guys who were working. He abused them. They were of Mexican descent. He abused all of them. And the arborist called and said, Mr. George, we don't want to work on your home because your neighbor is troubling us and he's threatening us with lawsuits. So that's what happened on 30th of November 2020. And it was, it's California winter time. By that time, one whole tree had been stuck to the ground. These huge tall trees, and little by little they had gone up and cut it, and they were taking all the reasonable care. They are a very well-regarded arborist company here in Almaden Valley, and we had no reasons to doubt their expertise in what they were doing. And they themselves told us, you do not even need permission, Mr. George, to take down these trees. These are considered as unwanted trees. And that was it. But the second tree was not down, and our whole backyard was a mess. Our daughter could not go and play anywhere. From that night onwards, my daughter kept on asking me, Daddy, why is he sending you to jail? For what? What have you done? I said, I haven't done anything, my child. It's just threats because he's an attorney, he's a bully attorney, and he does this to everybody. You approach the guy, the first thing, I'll sue you, I'll sue you, I'll sue you. And he makes use of his JD license. JD is the Juris Doctor license, the license to practice law. He abuses it. He uses it as a weapon to harm people and threaten people with it. Can you imagine the first lawsuit that he filed against me? He circulated that entire bunch of paper all around the neighborhood, kind of like a threat. That carried on for 2.5 months. And then finally, when he knew that I'm not backing down, and because we got the restraining order against the guy, he went ahead and filed that lawsuit. And that lawsuit has about 10 to 12 people on it. Me, my wife, the San Jose fire captain, can you believe this? The San Jose Fire Department, the code enforcement of San Jose, code enforcement's employee, and a few friends of mine who stood by us during all of this bullying and harassment from then on. And all of these people have been on that lawsuit, and he wants $14 million because his reputation and who he is got affected by we filing a restraining order or all kinds of mumbo jumbo on it. It's all spurious stuff. There is no truth in it. One of these days, as part of my ongoing videos, I'm going to tell you what I absolutely know and understand is what is going on and why he's doing all these. He's filing these spurious lawsuits to hide behind certain facts, and I'll bring that out I have nothing to hide. One thing that I'm very particular about is being truthful, and I don't tell lies. Just like him, he lies a lot. I don't. And this is not a neighborhood fight. This is an absolute racist situation. I'll read out testimonies, not today. I don't want my videos to go beyond 5 to 7 minutes. So it's about 5 minutes and 30 seconds right now. Going for another 1 minute and then I'll stop. But in future videos, I'll read out the kind of stuff that he has told other people of color who come here. I don't want to release videos. There are a lot of these videos have been given to the police and to the district attorney and even to the courts in order for us to get a restraining order against this man. And the restraining order had to be even beefed up. But I will share pictures over the next 3 days when I'm doing my fast. My fast begins from Saturday morning, from morning to sundown every day. Folks, I have no choice. I'm an ordinary person. And we have lost a lot of money to lawsuits. And we are nowhere because this man is very wicked and he knows how to play the system. This is what I'm talking about. And, you know, unless people of color in this country who are immigrants here, who, if you don't speak up and if you're going to continue to live frightened lives as human beings, then there's no meaning. You know, that's just how I feel. Okay, it's already 6 minutes and 30 seconds. Let me close this video. Thank you. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow again.